we've continued south of Kyoto to Toba, a town famous for its fishing community. Across from the oyster beds, fishing boats are heading out at first light. Laurie's maternal grandfather grew up here and worked in the fishing industry, so we're eager to find out more about where he came from and what life was like here. Our adventure today is to explore the Seafolk Museum. We're staying in a no-frills hotel up a small mountain at the edge of town. Strangely, there's no one around and no restaurants or stores. We head down to get on the first bus into town. A winding trip down some pretty steep roads. Our first stop, Petit Friends, a local coffee shop.
I am very lost. But let's go into the mall and get some more food.
Over there. We quickly learn that the mall is our lifeline. So every time we stop here, we stock up on snacks, lunch, and dinner. Like everywhere in Japan, the takeout food here is a wonder. We hop on the bus to the museum about a half hour farther down the coast. Everywhere along this coast is connected to fishing and shellfish farming. The entire area here is inside Ise-shima National Park. Over 555 square kilometers of mountains, waterways, rugged coast, and idyllic islands. The Seafolk Museum is dedicated to understanding the traditions and lives of the fishing communities here, and humanity's relationship with the sea. The museum was founded as a private collection in 1971, but with public funding and extensive development, opened as a public institution in 2017. The museum buildings were designed by award-winning architect Hiroshi Naito, whose inspiration was the elegant structures of boats. There are 9 buildings here, containing some 62,000 objects. Everything from mythic sea creatures such as the dragon god Ryujin, who symbolizes both the bounty and dangers of the sea, to authentic fishing vessels from throughout Japanese history, such as this wasan, depicting pole and line catching skipjack tuna. The museum features every aspect of human interaction with the sea, from ancient times to the modern era of mechanization. This hachoro is one of hundreds of perfectly crafted models that demonstrate the evolution of fishing here down through the centuries. Numerous dioramas depict the Ise Peninsula sea zones and the highly developed and intricate fishing practices that engaged entire communities. We were astounded to find the building containing 80 wooden fishing boats. Everything from the earliest examples of dugouts to the various forms of long wasan, all the way to the middle of the 20th century, when wooden boat making was mostly replaced by modern methods and materials. Besides their devotion to preserving the heritage of fishing, the museum is dedicated to bringing awareness to the fragility of the sea. The fishery is under threat from pollution and overfishing, and though the waters still provide a diverse catch, the museum is constantly engaged in education programs about the threats to the sea environment. One of the most sustainable parts of the fishery are shellfish, which are cultivated in the hundreds of bays along the coast here. The most famous human aspect of the shellfish industry are the ama, the women free divers who collect shellfish from the seafloor. Typically supported by their husbands in boats at the surface, the ama dive down for a minute each time, catching abalone, turbo, and sea urchins, or harvesting seaweed. Traditionally, at the end of the day, you can find them in their huts, cooking up some of their catch. A good portion of the catch is sorted and prepared for market. The day before, we visited Mikimoto Pearl Island, where ama divers demonstrate their role in the development of cultured pearls. The island is the 19th century birthplace of cultured pearls. Ama would dive down to catch oysters from the seabed, bring them to the lab of the famous entrepreneur Kokichi Mikimoto, whose staff implanted them with seeds, actually tiny pieces of shell, then dive back down to return the oysters to the seafloor where the seeds would hopefully grow. Aided by the skilled ama over years of countless experiments, Mikimoto finally perfected the cultured pearl. Although the ama are no longer essential for pearl culturing, there is little doubt that they were the key to the success of its development. Currently, there are 514 ama divers working on the Ise Peninsula. Ama means marine women. There is evidence that ama have existed for 3,000 years. Originally, ama-san would wear only a loincloth, diving into waters as cold as 16 degrees Celsius. But as times have changed, it's not acceptable to be seen almost naked. And if the water is too cold, a wetsuit will keep them warm. Legend has it that a young ama presented a princess with abalone to give to the sun goddess. The sun goddess found it so delicious that she decided to make Ise her home. Ise Jingu Shrine, where the sun goddess Amaterasu is enshrined, is just a few kilometers down the road. Ama, with their husbands, work from boats to make deeper dives. On their own, ama work near the shore without a boat to make shallower dives. It's not unusual for ama-san to work into their 70s and even 80s. Although there are more ama here than anywhere else in Japan, their total numbers have steadily declined from 10,000 in the 1950s to less than 1,200 today. Fewer women are interested in diving. Global warming has severely reduced the numbers of abalone, turbo, and other species. In the overall fishing industry, many personnel are aging, with few willing to succeed them. And empty fishing ports are increasing due to lack of workers. But new practices in sustainability, successful tourism, and innovations in cuisine are helping. For now, Toba's future looks promising. On our way back to our hotel, we were delighted to find a community festival, where local kids were invited to have fun in some dramatic storytelling.
我らの使命はこのイベントをここにいる人たちを
A great way to end our
このス
day.
テーキが飛んできたーよけろよけろおいいぞいい感じしてチョキチョキ閉じるそういうの おー上手にあれ体が動かないよし行くぞ金お今日
Up next on Turn Left Here, we take a fascinating day trip to the nearby fishing island of Toshijima and discover more of what life is like in these amazing fishing communities. If you're new to our channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and see you soon.